it was a story that I needed to get out and tell. I had no great desire just to sort of direct a movie for the sake of it. As you hear some actors sort of say it's a natural progression, and I thought it was the next, I wanted to try it out, and I didn't have any great desire to throw a camera around for the sake of it. And so it was very much the story. And I've just got frustrated with a certain trend also in the last couple of years. I'm not saying it's bad, but one would imagine that cinema started with Reservoir Dogs, and people coming in and shooting one another up, and it's all trendy, and and it's all wisecracking, and it's absolutely sod all to do with life. It's movies imitating movies, imitating movies, imitating movies, and there's a lot of other wonderful filmmakers: Rossellini, Pasolini, Godard, Truffaut, Cassavetes, and I just got sick of seeing it. That trend. I thought, when's someone actually going to make a movie that's really take the gloves off and get honest with it, I'm a recovering alcoholic. My father died of it, and I know a lot of people who have been really, really damaged and destroyed their lives and are dead from it, And as much as, in a way, I enjoyed the cinematic experience of leaving Las Vegas, I can't say I really believed a great deal of it, because, bottom line, you're not that charming, you stink, and you bleed from your asshole when you drink like that. And so I got just a little... it was... Nil by Mouth is, it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but it was a movie that I wanted to see, and that's why I made it. I wanted to see something that was from your heart.
How's your mum?
Well, she's worried, isn't she? She's worried about Billy, she's worried about me.
I got enormous sense of relief when the women come into the film. What did you want them to bring to this?
It is that thing of the men talking nonsense and the women talking common sense. And I think women are stronger than men. And I grew up around them. I was brought up with them. I mean, there's no father figure in the movie. There's no real... I mean, even Ray isn't even present. He's not present in himself, And I think the men, particularly, I've tried to say that, look, we're all victims, actually, of our circumstance and history, and the men don't do particularly well on self-esteem. There's not a great deal of self-love.
The money!
Yeah,
I'll go and steal it! I'll go and do a bank!
Man, you horrible selfish bastard!
I mean, that's just how I remember it. I mean, my mother has had a bit of a tough time with it. When my dad left, we didn't have any money, and she took a couple of jobs and brought me up and put the food on the table and put clothes on my back. And I've never really heard her moan. Never say, poor me, poor me. Look at us. How terrible it all is.
Have a look.
Boom. Oh,
You don't want to dare raise your hand at
what are
me.
you going to do then? Little old bird like that? What are you going to do?
Don't you worry, mate.
Yeah, let's have a
I
straight
can give you a kick in the balls. I ain't that old.
You obviously made a conscious decision to perform it yourself, and that would have most probably made it easier to get it made, I imagine.
I'm a little tired of acting. I'm very, very happy that Raymond Winston is doing all of that and not me. I'm glad he climbed that mountain. I'm getting a bit... I've been doing it 20 years, and I feel like I've played every emotion there is, and I don't know who said it. Maybe it was Sean Penn. He said acting was like driving nails into your head, and at least when you're directing, you're welding the hammer.